All right. I know I'm a little late to the party. Plenty of other people have played Guardian already, but damn, I just got to talk about this. I did not know. I have started leveling a Guardian just yesterday. I'm already level 72. This guy right here, I got to resummon him. That is kind of like the downside here. This Sentinel of Radiance right here that we get from our first point that we go Radiant Crusade is insane. This guy made really for the easiest leveling experience that I've had, non-twinked in a while. What he does is, as you can see, he is on fire. He is a big Sentinel. You see him in Act 5 and Act 10. In the Innocence fight, he's one of the, the big statues that he animates. And you get one here. I have to keep resummoning him for this video here. Because he's on fire, he effectively has like a Righteous Fire effect. And he is constantly doing really good damage, really, really good damage. And then he will periodically do this big melee attack slam that will one-shot most rares all the way through the campaign. And he's still doing 50 to 75% damage on every single rare that I'm fighting in white maps. Honestly, the rest of the build doesn't really matter. I'll tell you what I did to level. And in the POB section in the Discord below, I will share with you guys a POB that has a rough leveling guide through it that, the leveling experience was absolutely insane. So the overall setup that I have here is Absolution is actually my primary skill right here. Absolution is a physical to lightning conversion skill that when you hit a rare or unique monster or you kill any monster, you'll summon Sentinels of Absolution, which will also cast the spells that you have. They also get the value of the support gems that you have. So the support gems for your spell will also benefit them. Absolution's been around for a while. Strongly recommend Vol Absolution, which will turn one of the Sentinels into Innocence. And then you cast absolutely ridiculous spells that blow up everything. And then we're using Herald of Purity to summon additional Heralds, gives us more physical damage. And then I'm running Clarity, Tempest Shield, and Haste. If you don't care about just speed, you can run something like Determination for defense. As you can see, I have 0 deaths. I didn't even try not to die. I just didn't die. I was very lightly twinked through the campaign. I had 7 League Steps, I had a Praxis and a Lahup. But everything else was just off the ground. This scepter here, just a level 2 scepter. If you didn't know, you can go to the coast and pick up item level 2 weapons, which makes it really, really easy to hit +1 gem levels. I just hit this with an alchemy and I hit this good enough because we also have the lightning and physical tags on Absolution. We can hit either of those and we're good to go with a weapon right here. I'm still level 72 with this weapon from Act 1. And yeah, what the playstyle looks like is you summon the guy. He does have a timer, default timer of 20 seconds. Nice thing is he will give you 20% damage from hits taken from his life before yours. So it's just a straight 20% damage reduction for all hits, which is insane. Put Convocation on left click. We have this guy out. I also have a Carrion Golem, which gives me a little bit more damage, and it is just a walking simulator. I'm using Shield Charge and Frostblink, and yeah, everything just dies, because he has the Righteous Fire effect. His damage over time in the AoE will kill them without even having to do his really slow attack. You'll see that the monsters are just dying behind me, and as long as the Sentinel is still alive, everything just dies. It is straight up a walking simulator. It doesn't have the feel of like a really clunky minion build to me because of that AoE effect. They're all just like dying behind me. And the Chaos Golem, or the Carrion Golem, is actually doing some pretty good effect as well. And that's without me casting any spells. That's with me not really casting Absolution. And I'll show you what it looks like with some Absolution casting as well. So we have to resummon him, and then we cast some Absolution that will summon some Sentinels of Absolution and Purity. So we get a bunch of bonus dudes out. And then I can Vol Absolution, and I get Innocence right here. And you'll see he does that big shotgun one, and then he does the big AoE. And he will stay out for a good portion of time as well, because we're scaling some minion duration. Good amount of minion duration. So he'll be out for a long time, basically the rest of this Blood Aqueducts run. And yeah, just with Convocation, Shield Charge, Frostblink, it is it's not the fastest thing in the world. It's not, Plague Bear or whatever with Profane Bloom, but it's just really smooth walking simulator. And because we're a Guardian, we get really good access to life, armor, and, just block and really good overall defense. So yeah, that's the crux of it. That's all you need to know is Sentinel of Radiance with Carrion Golem, and, I'm using Herald of Purity and Absolution. You can use Summon Raging Spirits. You can keep zombies and skeletons. That is the core of it. Apparently, the Sentinel of Radiance is actually hard carrying people in Ruthless as well. So, you know, I'm sure there are plenty of variations of this with Soul Self-Found Hardcore and whatever. But I just am really, really blown away by how powerful that Sentinel is. And then the rest of my build, I'm actually using Unwavering Crusade here for the Elemental Relic. That gives me Anger, Wrath, and Hatred when I kill enemies or hit rare unique enemies. And then I'm using Bastion of Hope here for 25 attack and spell block because I am using an attack and a spell. I have that all the time. That's it. The passive tree, not optimized. Nothing that I'm sharing here is the optimized or the perfect thing whatsoever. It's just a very, very simple setup that I YOLO'd off the top of my dome. If you want to level fast and you don't mind playing a Guardian, or if you're going to play a different Ascendancy and you don't mind respecking later, holy cow. That's all I can say. Goddamn. He will hard carry you. At least through the campaign, he is pretty overtuned. Between him and the Vol Absolution, all of the bosses in the campaign just melted and died. It was awesome. Anyway, I am going to be respecking this into a very different build. We're going to be playing around with Blade Trap actually on this character. And so I'm going to be putting that together a little bit later. Hope to see you guys on the stream. Thanks for watching. I'll see y'all later. Bye.